All right, let's spend some time talking about power, or more importantly, portable power that saves you a ton of money on set. And what I'm going to talk today about is actually V-mount batteries and why I love V-mounts. I want to take a look here at this one from Neewer. This is the Neewer PS099E V-mount battery. Whenever I talk about V-mount batteries and why I think every shooter should really consider investing in a system like this, it really comes down to two things. The first thing is going to be convenience. The second thing is going to be power. Let's talk about power first. Now, obviously, this is a 99 watt-hour battery. When I say watt-hours, that is essentially the power capacity that is inside the battery. Now, what I have here is I have a classic Canon LPE6 battery. Now, these batteries, obviously, you can see the size differential here, but this has 99 watt-hour power capacity. The LPE6 has a capacity of a 15.3 watt-hour capacity. So what that means is you have one battery here, and it equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means you need this many Canon batteries to equal one 99 watt-hour battery. It's a no-brainer in what it is. And what you have here is, even while this is more expensive up front, so this is about the Neewer battery you can get from anywhere between $189 to $199 right now. One Canon LPE6P battery costs $79. So that means if you wanted to get the same amount of power, you would have to spend either $199 or buy 7 Canon LPE6 batteries, which would run you up to $560. So no matter how you slice it, this thing saves you a ton of money in the long run. But it's not just about power, it's also about convenience. Because when you're using a V-mount battery, you can charge multiple devices at once. It's not just about powering your camera. You can charge your camera, your monitor, wireless follow focus, wireless monitors, you name it, from one battery system. Now, the PS099E has some features on it that do help make it more than just a V-mount battery. The first thing is that this thing gives you 2 charging options, which I personally gotten a point that I love. One is you can mount this, it's a V-mount, you can mount this on any kind of V-mount charger you have. But the other thing is it does have USB-C charging. So it has a USB-A and a USB-C charging port here, so you can plug a USB-C in here and charge it that way. That means that if you don't have an expensive V-mount charger, you can still get all the benefits of this just with your standard USB-C charger. But the cool thing about this is actually a PD 65 watt bi-directional fast charger. So that means that not only can you charge your battery, but of course you can power things from this USB-C port as well, which is really where you're going to be using it. Use this USB-C, plug it in your Canon or plug it into your camera, whatever it is, and you're going to be able to charge your camera and rock and roll on this without having to use a dummy battery or anything like that. The other good thing is because this is a fast charger, if you are using a proper charger, you can basically charge this entire battery up in 3 hours. So it's very, very fast. If you have one of these on set, let's say you get 2 of them, you can literally put it through and just cycle through 2, and you're going to basically be able to charge this thing faster and go through it. That fast charging is a nice option to have when you're looking at any kind of battery type system like this. Now, in addition to the USB-C and A ports here on the side, on the top it's actually got a really nice 8 volt and 12 volt port here that you can plug things like your monitors, lights, things like that. And I love the fact that it gives you 2 DC outputs for different kind of things that you need. And then of course on the other side, it has one thing that you're probably always gonna want in any V-mount, and that is a D-tap option. So right here, you can basically put a D-tap, you have a DC output, and you have USB-C or USB outputs all in one section. So you can really add a lot of things here to this battery. And more importantly than that, this actually has intelligent battery operation, because if you're going to be powering your gear on it, one thing that's super important when you're looking at V-mounts is you want to protect your gear from voltage or energy issues. And the good thing about this intelligent battery operation of this Neewer battery is that it protects against short circuits, over voltage, over current, overcharging, and over discharge. There's also one other thing I really like here, and there's a power button here at the front. If I hit that, it actually has a screen that pops up that displays voltage, current, and the battery level that I'm at. So I know exactly, like right now I'm at 97% power. I know exactly where I am with my power issues with this thing, and I can see what draw is going out on each of the ports. And in addition to that screen, it's actually got a really nice, good, solid, strong construction. This is actually a PCVO shell for enhanced safety and durability. And the other good thing about it is a 99 watt hour battery. This meets all airline requirements, so you are allowed to fly with this on a carry-on bag. So this sort of Neewer V-mount really just adds a lot of kind of cool little functions if you're looking to up your power game. I also found one other thing really interesting in the fact that Neewer did send me this little L-shaped V-lock battery plate with an Arca base plate to check out. What's nice about this is it's got an Arca Swiss plate here on the bottom. So you can, if you're an Arca person, you can put that one in there. What I did here is I'm gonna go ahead and just take this off so you can see. I had a Manfrotto quick release plate and I just put it here on there. Now, if you look here, it does have an Arca base plate. So I just took the Arca base plate that came with that and put my own little Manfrotto plate on there. But as you can see, it's a really streamlined system. And what I love about this, it's got a hook right there and you can hook this right on out there and put it in. And this is where it gets really cool. If I pick up my camera here, I'm just gonna go ahead, and now what I can do is I can slip my Canon R5 Mark II right in here, right? I'm gonna put this on. I'll bring the screen out here just so I have it. And what you have here is this battery plate rotates up to 90 degrees, actually more than 90 degrees right there. I'm just gonna slip this right in, and if I pull this back, I'm just gonna push that back right there. Now look at that. I have an incredibly streamlined battery operated situation. It's gonna let me run all day long on my camera. And I really, really love that. And now what I can do is I can just take any kind of a USB cable right here. So I'm just gonna take this one right here. I'm gonna take this little 90-degree angle that I got right here. I'll plug it in right there. And now when I cut on my camera, you will see that now I'm being powered by this battery and I'm good to go. This is going to let me run all day on a very, very streamlined handheld package, which is absolutely fantastic. And the other good thing about this is while you're using a V-mount like this, it's actually charging your internal battery. So if for some reason you do actually use up your whole V-mount battery, well, boom, you've got a fully charged internal battery to let you go that last little bit of the day. So just a really, really good system. I really like the way this feels. It's just super kind of nice for a handheld, and just really found this to be very, very convenient. And I love how I could take off, let's say I am going between a Ronin, I can pop off the Arca Swiss plate here, put this right on, you know, basically, if I pop this out, I'll just unlink this. I can loosen this up, pop it right out, right here, boom. I can slip that right on my Ronin, and then I can come right back and I can put this right back here, and I'm basically good to go again. Lock it in, V-mount power to go. I'm just gonna plug it in, and now I'm ready to rock and roll and go all day long. So anyway, a nice little system here from Neewer. I thought it was something that if you're out there shooting and have been looking for a way to kind of increase your power game, might be something you find kind of interesting. Anyway, guys, love to hear what you have to say about this. Leave me notes and comments down below. And yeah, I'd rather keep on shooting. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon.